Staying narrow to scale. How blind focus drove Sentry's success. For Kramer, a kind of tunnel vision he describes as unwavering blind focus has always come naturally, and he credits it with much of Sentry's success. Saying no to things you don't believe in is really important. You have to steer those decisions and have conviction they align with your vision. In a decade of building Sentry, that conviction has often meant saying no when saying yes might have been easier and more lucrative. At various points, Kramer faced pressure to expand the company's scope, with pressure often coming from potential customers negotiating large contracts. But instead of chasing near-term wins, he stayed fixated on long-term alignments. One example, Best Buy asked Sentry to complete an RFC request for comment, a detailed technical proposal outlining how Sentry would implement and integrate the product at Best Buy. To some, it would seem like a request worth agreeing to, given it would lead a promising path toward landing a major customer. But Kramer saw it differently. It did not seem like the best use of my time, he remembers. I'd rather get 10 new customers instead of Best Buy. I said no. A similar story played out with an insurance company that was requesting specific antivirus protections before signing. We weren't going to do that, he says. They did not become a customer at the time, but both of them are now. It's a value that's come to define Kramer, resisting the temptation to chase validation or revenue at expense of focus. I care about the banker that is going to use the cloud, not the banker that refuses to use the cloud, he says. He advises early-stage founders to think on longer time horizons. Early stage especially, it's easy to fall into a trap of needing validation, needing to make some money. You have to ask yourself, does that align with my view of the world? Specifically, you need to ask if something aligns with your view of the world in the future versus in the past.